Hey guys, so I'm just jumping right into it today. The spray I'm showing you is a metallic, like silver paint spray, um, and that's my inspiration right there. This bucket came from Dollar Tree, and their stuff ain't really $1. The tree is no longer $1, honey. Um, but this was a project that I wanted to do, and if you want to do it, I mean, please feel free. It was so easy, so much fun. Like I said, a lot of this stuff really was non-expensive because I wanted it to look expensive. I just didn't want it to be expensive. Um, I'm spraying the lip and the inside of it, thinking that someone is going to see it, but really no one's going to see it. I just wanted to spray it. That extra bucket I had just in case I didn't like the way this one looked, but I did, so I didn't wind up using it. So I still have some spray left. The spray was about $7, but I did get it from Dollar General, I think it is Dollar General, and it was about $7. So if you guys want to do this, just know so far you're only at at $10. The pumpkins I'm gonna get that you guys are gonna see, I think I'm gonna tell you guys the price of those when I get to it, but I just took this outside on my patio and I just sprayed it because I did not care. I'm zooming in so you guys can actually see like how much coverage this spray did, and I feel like I wasn't heavy-handed. I did not feel like a lunch cafeteria lady. I felt very light-handed, but I'm just showing you guys the thing that how long it says to wait before it's fully dry and all that other stuff. It was not super messy because once I washed my hands, like all of it that I got on me came right off. Here I am. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay. The paint that is on the plate, I tried to make it look distressed, or what is it, galvanized, and honey, it just wasn't galvan for me. She was not galving for me. She may have been nizing for someone else because she wasn't doing it for me. So, but I also may not have had the right paints, and I will take accountability because I think that is it. I did not have the right paints, and that is okay. But I wound up wiping it all off, and I actually liked the way it left the bucket looking because the bucket was super shiny before, and now it's kind of like dull looking. And I really wanted, okay, this is my made up story in my head. Made up story is this bucket came from out of an old barn at a well-known farm, and they were selling their extra pumpkins that they did not need, and this bucket held all those extra pumpkins that they had that they didn't really want and they didn't need. So the wife kind of like cleaned it up half-assly and wrote on it, and this is how I got the bucket. That is why I didn't mind the look. So here I'm just literally writing with a Sharpie exactly what I wanted this bucket to say, because being honest, my inspo pick was $20, and my local Hobby Lobby, I don't think they had them, so I could have just gone to another one, but I said, why not just try to do it yourself? And it's not my inspo pick, let's be honest, it's not, but it did save me a few dollars because realistically I would have had to put the 20 in, and it did say it was only for indoor use, so I would have had to buy some type of spray to spray it down with so it could be on my patio, on my porch. And I also would have still had to buy the pumpkins, so it did save me a little bit. Some of this stuff I already had, like the paint, which came in a case of 12, for no, it was a case of 10. Sorry. Case of 10 for about $13. And they are from Walmart. So and they are the basics, color basics, and they are by FolkArt, I think it is. But I actually really like their paint. Their paint is very, it's quality. It's quality. So here I am actually gonna work from right to left. I know some people always work from, left to right. We write left to right, but I thought it would make sense in my crazy mind. I thought it would make sense if I did it from right to left rather than me messing up, because I have to hold the bucket. So I didn't want to mess it up, like what I wrote. So I was like, okay, I have to do it this way. Like, it has to be done this way. I don't know. Am I crazy? I'm probably crazy. I don't know. But I used, I think, a square tipped brush for this part because I really wanted it to look like the inspo pics. I'm telling you, I really did. So much to the point that my bucket says what the inspo pic bucket says, but don't tell nobody. So I did this in a licorice black, and I really did that on purpose because I didn't want to use regular black, because I thought licorice black would be a little bit more like alien-esque black, like it's black. So that is why I chose that color and not regular old black, because I actually do have a regular old black, but I just thought this one would be so much cuter. And you'll see I'm actually remembering, like, hold up, that says pumpkin, not pumpkins. So I'm going to freehand a S just to finesse the game. And word to the wise, don't do this with a fan blowing at maximum speed, because it was issues. There were issues because the bucket kept flying around. She was tumbling and bumbling, and I was just sitting here like, please just stay still, and she wasn't staying still. She wasn't. She was out here trucking and driving, and I was just asking her to just stop playing, just calm down, let me do this right quick, and she didn't want to do that. So I wound up having to turn the fan off. But I mean, you don't have to go through that. You can prevent a forest fire. But anyway, needless to say, I thought this project came out so cool. I actually really love it. If you guys want to do this as a centerpiece, I think it would be so cute. I actually kind of want to make one for my grandma for her centerpiece for her table, or like my mom or something, so that, like, when fall, not when fall is over, but more so like when Thanksgiving time comes, she could put that on her table, and it'll be like, tablescapes, like decor, very sexy, very, very classy. Okay, guys, I am trying to make rust, and I didn't think this thoroughly through. I didn't think this thoroughly through. Like, if you're doing this bucket for a Halloween bucket, honey, this is perfect. Because it looks as if I could put some dead pumpkins or something in here. Like, I could have made my pumpkins look like they were dying, and it would have looked like they were throwing up blood in this bucket. I don't know. I guess I was tired, maybe. I don't know. I just did not. Maybe more brown. A lot more brown. I'm actually going to go over it again with brown, but you're going to have to see that. But I would just say just skip this red part. Just go straight to brown. Because, I mean... I'm going to nix all these brushes in a few minutes. I'm going to probably go with a sponge. Yeah, I went with a sponge. And like I said, I'm just trying to create rust. And at this point, I'm creating a blood bath, blood bowl, blood bucket, a blood bucket. And yeah, I'm gonna create. Also, I'm gonna try to make a seam down the middle of the back, because like I said, my inspo pick has a seam on the back. If you don't want to do all this part, you can just go to Hobby Lobby. But I do find it so therapeutic when I paint. And I just feel like everyone should. I feel like even if you don't know how to, just buy some, not even buy, just put some newspaper or old paper down. If you have some paint that you don't care about, like washable paint maybe, or even if you put the paint in the shower, like put the paper up, put the paper in the shower, tape it to the wall, and just throw paint at that paper. And it is going to feel so good, because I don't know why, but it's so therapeutic. And plus, it would be easy cleanup, honey. But neither here nor there. If you're not angry and you just want to paint, cool. At this point, with my sponge brush, I dipped it in some water, and I'm kind of letting it drip because I wanted it to give me that rusty, dusty look. But it was giving me, I just killed a witch, and she's now, her veins and everything is in the pumpkins, and they're dying on my bucket. And it just wasn't what I was trying to go for. So I went in with some brown, and it didn't really help. It didn't really help. I really should have just gone like darker with the brown, but I'm gonna wipe it all away, because why not? Who cares? But you'll see me do this a couple times, and like I said, I'm just going for a rusted look. No, I know it's not real metal. I know it's not, everything like that, but it's just a project. It's just a little art project. And you're probably thinking like, well, why not just buy the bucket? So it's like, But like I said, it was just a fun little thing to do. I did save a little bit of coins. So, and as my favorite thing to say, I could go buy a sandwich, honey. But I didn't get a sandwich. I didn't. Just so you guys know. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk forever. You guys could just watch and let me know. Comment down below. Tell me what you would have did differently. How you would have done things. Shoot, if you like it, tell me you like it by liking this video, please. Subscribe if you like this type of thing. If you're here for me and my crazy antics, subscribe. Like, once again, comment. Let me know what you're thinking, honestly, truthfully. Tell me. Alright guys, now it's time to arrange this bad boy. I got some leftover little plastic bags from my whole excursion of actually going shopping for this crap. And I just stuffed it around the sides because my thought was if it did rain and some water got in, I didn't want like mosquitoes or something to just be sitting in there. So I figured a little bit of water compared to a lot of bit of water is like so much easier for me. Plus I didn't want them to just kind of like lose their shape of like standing up straight. I kind of wanted them to have some type of security to lean on. All of the leaves that I got were from the Dollar Tree. Every single piece of leaf. I don't know what those are called, like floral arrangements. They all came from the Dollar Tree. That pink bucket actually came from Walmart. I wanted that bucket, that design of bucket. That was the type of bucket that I wanted for my metal bucket, but I could not find anything the height and the width that I wanted. This one was way too big, way too short. And then I wound up actually finding the same similar pattern from the outside of this pink bucket at the Dollar Tree, smaller, same short stature though. So I'm gonna wind up using them for my Christmas project, so stay tuned for that because I'm really excited about that. I think you guys will love that one. I'm so excited about it. Here I am showing you the price of them. These two both here are $7.44. They are foam, so you know they are super lightweight. This one as well was $7.44. I'm taking the tops off them because like I told you guys before, I'm trying to arrange it and I really wanted to I wanted to put a lot in there. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to put so many. That little one right there, that white one, was $3.44, I'm not mistaken. But all the bigger size ones were about $7. As I told you, I was trying to put literally like all the pumpkins that I had in this bucket because I wanted it to look like a farmer's bucket, honestly. So you'll see me, like, I'm going through these leaves and stuff like that. I'm really trying to arrange them. That one that I just put down was a garland, it said. So it's on this like super thin plastic that kind of like, I guess, goes around maybe your door frame or also your steps if you like, decorate your whole home. I told you guys I was trying to use all of these. Like it took me a minute to kind of like get these to where I wanted them. So yeah, it took me a little bit. But I only wound up using a few. It was a little sad for me, but be careful. I wound up getting a wire cutter or something. I don't even know what those are called. My husband had them, and I thought, ooh, I'll use these. Be careful. I cut my freaking finger. Like, I almost cried. Like, you'll see me 1 second with my left hand, and it has no Band-Aid, and then another second, like, I'm calling on Jesus, because I think he, like, really forsaked me, because, like, I just could not believe that I cut myself. And I was so intrigued by this freaking project for myself that, like, I didn't pay attention. I was not paying attention. I cut myself, girl. So you'll see me, I'm arranging, rearranging this whole thing, because it wasn't giving me what I needed it to give. So, but I guess for you, if it does at any point, you can stop. You don't have to keep going. I am going to wind up using hot glue to keep it all sturdy and keep it together, because it just honey boo boo, it was just she was doing what she wanted to do. That's where I cut my finger. And I was doing what I wanted to do, so I had to finesse some things. I did. I just had to. Also, before you do this, I'm going to do a step that does not make sense, but I did it. I don't know. But if you're putting this outside, please Mod Podge the outside, or use a spray to kind of seal it all together. I use Mod Podge because, like I said, I'm putting it outside. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I would really consider it. I would really recommend you use Mod Podge, because it makes the most sense, so you don't mess it up, and you can keep it for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? I actually wound up cutting one of the handles off of this bucket, because it was not allowing that little odd shaped pumpkin to stay where I needed it to stay. So I wound up cutting the handle off with the little wire cutter thing after it betrayed me. I still used it, but I wound up cutting it off because it wasn't sticking. It wasn't staying. It was getting on my nerves. So the handle had to go. So I guess it's great that I had plastic. I'm trying to think of anything else that I didn't tell you guys. Like I said, I pulled out these bamboo skewers thinking like I was just gonna cake pop it or something in this bucket, but the best thing that I would recommend is to hot glue it. It did not mess up any of the pumpkins, which I thought it would because of the foam, but it didn't mess up any of the pumpkins. It looked really nice. You saw at the end. And I also hot glued the leaves onto the bucket so that they wouldn't move as much. And you'll see I add some sunflowers and things of that nature because, like I said, it's really for the fall season. That's really what I wanted it for. I'm not a huge Halloween decorator, so I thought this one is a lot more calmer and it's a lot more peaceful. It doesn't scare anybody. If anything, I would hope that when I'm getting a delivery or when anyone comes to my house, you feel calm and you want to come in and you want to say hi. But whatever. I wind up gluing back on this pumpkins to the right, my orange, green, and yellow one. I glued back on the handle or the stem of it because I didn't have to take it off, but it was imperative for me to take it off so that I can see what I can put on top, what I couldn't, rearrange, not rearrange, you know what I'm saying? So and you see I put that one back in just to see how it would go well with the other ones. This little one there, it just kept falling. It did not want to go. Like, Jesus just literally just kept like throwing it off. Like, nope, girl, get off. And it did not want to stick with me. It didn't want to stand by me. It didn't want to be in my house. It I don't know. It didn't love me, I guess. It didn't want to be a part of this trio of bucket. I don't know. That little one as well came from the Dollar Tree. I loved it because it had an odd look to it. So I just really wanted pumpkins of all shapes, sizes, and things of that nature. That super small one, that orange one in the middle as well, came from the Dollar Tree. So those super small ones, that one right there that I'm touching, that one came from the Walmart, but don't worry about that one. So yeah, let's see how this comes out.